Yes.
Been a long time since I left you without a dope beat.
It's Steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
I am Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht. Again, I am Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht.
That's right, it is Yacht Rock Wednesday. And on this day, I like to do adult contemporary hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and they are normally of a Caucasian persuasion. Now, this next song actually comes from 1983. I actually thought it came out earlier than that, but no, it came out in 1983. And the song is called Tender Is the Night by Jackson Browne. Now, I have done a Jackson Browne song before. I think I did Somebody's Baby a while back, and that's probably my favorite Jackson Browne song, but I also do like this one as well. It has a kind of a nostalgic, kind of romantic kind of feel. It does have a mood about it, and just with his great songwriting, it creates a picture in your head. Now, I can tell you this. I've never seen the video that I'm going to show for you, and what it shows me is that Daryl Hannah is in the video. Now, Daryl Hannah was dating Jackson Browne back in the day, and that was one of those weird kind of things because, you know, I had heard a couple of Jackson Browne songs, but I was like, wow, he's got it like that. But yeah, I think he was considerably older than Daryl Hannah at the time, but it is what it is. So let's take a look at what this song did on the charts and Balamo. It went to number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 18 on the Billboard Top Rock Tracks, and number 24 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary. Now, it was released in Germany and the United Kingdom, but it doesn't look like it charted over there. That doesn't mean that the song is not good. Trust me, you talk to anybody over a certain age, especially if they're a Gen X or older, and you mention Jackson Browne, they're going to mention this as probably, you know, that, Somebody's Baby, Running on Empty, you know, things like that, as being really, really classical songs. So there's that. So if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week. So without any further ado, here is Jackson Browne and Tender Is the Night.
The night is young, and you're so beautiful.
Between the darkness on the street and the houses filling up with light, between the stillness in my heart and the roar of the approaching night, somebody's calling after somebody. Somebody turns the corner out of sight, looking for somebody. Somewhere in the night, tender is the night when you hold your baby tight. Tender, tender are the motions. Tender is the night. Between the life that we expected and the way it's always been, I can't walk back in again after the way we fight. Just outside, there are people laughing, living lives we used to lead, chasing down the love they need. Somewhere in the night, tender is the night, and the benediction of the neon light. Tender, tender are the hunters. is the night. And in the hard light of an angry sun, no one remembers what was said or done. Tender are the words they choose. You win, I win, we lose. Of the neon light, tender, tender are the hunters, tender is the night when they hold each other tight. Tender, tender are the undercover, tender, the stranger and the secret lover. Tender, tender are the motions, tender is the night when you hold your baby tight.
So that was Tender is the Night. I can honestly say I probably haven't heard that song a lot since 1983, and I don't even think I heard it in 1983 because I would have been in the UK, and as they say, the song was released in the UK, but it didn't chart there. So I probably didn't hear it until maybe the next year or two when I came back to the United States in 1984. But you know, that summer was taken over by Prince and Madonna and Michael and Cyndi Lauper and all these other kind of people that because 1984 is a big year in music and television and movies. It just is. But you know, the song did invoke, you know, that's why you started seeing like old 1950s cars and cruising and being in love and having a breakup or argument and things like that. The song mentions all of those things. And as I was watching the video, it's been a long time since I've been cruising down the street in my but back in the day, you would, and I don't know if people still do that these days, where, you know, you get on a particular strip within your town and you kind of just cruise, you know, 2 miles an hour so everybody sees you. But that's what you would do, and you'd be bumping your music and you'd be, hey ladies, what's up? You know, it's almost like, what is that song? A scrub is a guy who thinks he's fly. He's also known as a busters, hanging out the window of his best friend's ride. You know, that from TLC. But you be hanging out the window.
Let me holler at you, 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 let me holler at you. Holla, 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 holla.
Whoever had the better car is who you would take out. Better car or the bigger car. because you wanted to fit all your boys in there with that. And I remember I have a friend, his name is Joe, and he had a GTO, and that had a big engine, and I remember us MacGyvering putting in a tape deck in his car. None of us knew what we were doing, but we got it to work one way or another. You know, we didn't install the speakers properly in the back or whatever, but at some point they started to rattle because we wanted to blast the music up, and you know, it is what it is. You learn things as you get older. Learn that you pay somebody to install a radio these days. But you know, I still like Jackson Browne. You know, a lot of people might not know, but Jackson Browne did write certain songs for the Eagles, at least one of the hit songs, which was Take It Easy. He co-wrote Take It Easy, which was in the Billboard Top 40 in 1972. So he was hanging around, and I think I remember watching the Eagles documentary. It came in two parts, where you do see Jackson Browne, you do see like Glenn Frey, you do see like Don Henley, like they were all around at the same place in California at the same time. And you know, you help somebody write a hit song, and then you become known as a good songwriter. And I think Linda Ronstadt was around that time frame as well. I think Linda Ronstadt is the one who kind of introduced the Eagles, because you think about some of the early songs Linda Ronstadt was singing, it does have that kind of southern rock type of feel to it. So, you know, they were all around the same time. Can you imagine having all that talent around at the same time, and you just hanging around with each other and you know, boosting each other's careers to where they got to? Because, you know, Jackson Browne had his run. The Eagles definitely had their run, and then they came back and they're still running, and you're paying like $1,000 a ticket. Linda Ronstadt was doing all kinds of things up until her death. Rest in peace. And rest in peace to Glenn Frey. Rest in peace to Glenn Frey. You know, they were all doing their things and doing them at the top of their craft. So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.